Different flavor, maybe?
Professor,
Well, I
not
wanted
the
something
basketball game.
spicy.
I would have thought Midnight Kiss would have been
Yeah,
spicy. It sounds spicy. I'm sorry, I
He's
didn't
the
know
lollipop
that.
stuff
I mean,
on
it's
the
good,
bed
but
that
it's
makes
just like,
it
I want another
Welcome to
little
Red
kick.
Star. Thanks for coming out and watching.
Yeah, it's
Reduced to 7, single draw,
or
no
flavor or
limit.
whatever. Midnight Kiss was like one of the first ones that said spicy.
We're going to get right into the action here.
The Thai surprise or whatever, the last one. Maybe that one was the spicy one. Because if it went like mild or spicy from top to bottom, then that would have been.
That's our professor. Maybe, oh, he's the senior professor? Not a problem. It's short. Is it just me, or has January been about, I don't know, 7 weeks long?
Might be.
Okay.
Feels like we're still in January for you?
Yeah, it does.
Yeah.
We are still in January.
I can't believe it's taking like 20
You didn't know that?
Mm. It's new January.
It's new January.
We're gonna have one more free. One or two more for sure.
One more. The worst would be if it's super wet too, like that.
Don, don't forget to throw your card away.
When I came and picked you up, and there's
Because it'll fuck up
no,
the,
that was last year, wasn't it?
Yeah.
Yeah, and like all the trees are just laying in the middle of the road and stuff. I just went with an arsonist for mine. Burn it all the way down. Yeah. A hell of a lot cheaper.
That's right. It's saving that.
$2.99 a gallon is all it took. Neighbors
I
weren't.
just have a feeling I think someone's going to make like 2-7.
That's why I don't like this right now. If you think about it, if you go down, you're never
Oh,
getting back up.
no. So,
What if we do a regular prop?
well, so these guys were hammering away on it.
Right? Or
Because
Then how?
the funny
No,
thing,
before or
so
after
check
you
this
get
out.
draw?
Alright, so
What
hilarious.
happens if you're not in the hand?
So just regular, do the
So,
What
I get
happens if
back
you're not in the
home.
hand and you want to hold your
Everything's
hand and
fine.
you're
Like
not
they
drawing,
knocked
but the
a
other
few
guy
things
draws
over.
too.
Like check, my check.
Opening the windows in the kitchen, like knocked
All right.
the dish soap over.
Because how are you
Yeah,
gonna
it was like
remember?
they hadn't trashed anything. Nothing was a problem.
The guy's gonna
Well, we
give
got
us.
E and Adam in the booth.
And like it doesn't lock, right? Like I like try to lock it and it doesn't. And
But he has
those little frame on the outside is a little
Yeah,
soft.
look, we got
So I'm like,
the starting hand here.
then I look at the mechanism.
Well, what do you want to do? You want to play?
That's what I'm saying.
And it's just a little hook, like so the door has like a little hook that just goes like this. Yeah, so then there's just this little thing, but
I'm
the
just
piece
saying
that goes into
it's
the
too
door
much
frame
of a.
is just floating on the
Folding, as usual.
Well,
I'm trying to think of another way we can do it. I think we have to include both.
Lift the whole door up and then just slide it.
slide it off.
I think we have to include both
I get what you're
To make
saying.
it fair.
I mean, that's what I've seen.
on the 5-card hand.
Well, so anyways, they hadn't done that, but my
Open
little hook thing was
and
just
seat
super loose,
Pack
and
hands
so
work.
it just
Also,
like popped right out.
or even kind of better.
Didn't damage
But only on
the frame or the door, like so
Only
no
on
problems.
bump.
Really.
That's what I'm saying. That's the only
Then
way that
the craziest thing is, they're back the next morning. I get woken up at like
Only on
3 in the
bump.
morning. They're
normally
pounding on
on
my
prop
neighbor's door
how we
because
play
their
it. If you
alarm's
get
going
Raven kind or
off.
better, your hand.
Your handy, that's something?
That is something.
Okay.
And
What does it pay?
so they're trying to get into
increments
the
of 20.
neighbor's place. They have to do
So
the same thing to try to go through his, but
Rates
his
40,
shit was buttoned up
plus the
tight. So
60.
they're over there
Takes
bang,
down
bang,
Boat is
bang,
80.
trying to open his
Quads
shit.
is 100. Straight
And I don't know if it was carbon monoxide
And then
or what
Royal
it was
Steel
there,
Wheel
but
is
like,
500.
that thing was deep in an hour. So they finally got it. Then there was
Up to y'all. I'm
then there
fine
was
with
a
it as
massive
it is,
leak.
but if-
I couldn't tell if any of this stuff
Ask
was
Aaron 'cause he's
related
in
or
on that.
what, but like,
I mean, you can't.
but then there's a huge leak and like
Most of the property
the property
Yeah, for
like
years.
maintenance
I'm just
guys
saying,
are out
if
there
we
with
play
like big
back,
push mops like
someone
pushing
gets
water
7,
out the
everybody's down.
downstairs.
No one's getting back up. I mean,
Like
it's
they
just
got
the way it is.
flooded. It was bad.
Once every
I have no idea if
Very
any of
hard.
that shit was related or
Not hard.
It's gonna even harder.
thank
Oh,
God.
yeah, no, I get it. I get it. I'm just saying.
Well, we have some time to think about it
We do.
until the bomb pot.
One more hand.
And then we'll
Yeah,
see
no,
what
it shouldn't have been
happens.
any sort
Ask
of
Aaron if he wants to do that.
Power of negotiation. It
any
sounds
sort
like
of connection
Yoni's in
to the alarm.
Yeah.
I love the game. I'm a little nervous about commentating.
Yeah, E. I think you need to. I think you need to hype up your Red Star Social. Is what you need to do.
Well, we'll get some commercials in here at some point.
All right. All I know is I left a amazing 1-2 no limit game to come commentate with you. So
You want to explain to
We do appreciate that.
Once he's out of his hand, I'll
You haven't been playing Deuces 7 lately, though, have you?
I have not been playing any Deuces 7 lately. Mostly just playing Hold'em, where I'm most comfortable at.
The Hold'em games have been awesome here lately, that's for sure.
Yeah, a lot of action. A lot of action.
We got a couple of good starting hands here. Don's drawing one.
Looks like Aaron stayed pat with a Jack 10. And Booger made an ace, and Don paired his 8.
All right, Aaron.
Looks like the Jack is in the front row here.
Yeah.
Checks around, and
He takes it there.
Aaron takes it down.
Only once around. It's very hard. If he gets stuck, it's very hard to come back to
Pat
whatever.
Jack's always
We're thinking about adding our normal prompts,
drawn out on looking.
which is also, so we'll do pats in your hand, pat 7 to 10s, obviously that's a prop.
Stays
but
the same.
Stay the same, but we always used to do normal props with 3 of a kind or better in your hand, pays as well, and it's in increments of 20. 3 of a kind in your hand is, because we're gonna get 5 cards, so 3 of a kind is $20, a straight is
Yeah, I
40.
believe these guys have been playing since 4 p.m. today.
80.
Okay.
And every Monday and every Saturday they play Deuces 7.
Steel wheel.
Thursday nights play Deuces 7, round of Deuces 7, round of Big O.
Straight flush is 200.
Okay. And then
So
a
we're-
royal or a steel wheel is
It's
500.
500.
Yeah.
So we're
I'm
just
in.
gonna add those
Yeah, yeah.
into.
Our
so-
regular
I'm fine,
props
I'm
that
fine,
we
I'm fine, I'm
stock.
fine.
Are you
Yeah,
good with
let's do
that?
it.
I gotta leave at 10.
I gotta leave when
After I make 2
Yeah.
royal flushes in my
Yeah,
hand.
I gotta leave when I'm up.
No, it's still January, dude.
I think we have a bomb pot, and it is a $10 bomb pot. Everyone puts in 10. We're playing a PLO high, and I believe it's a 5-card high.
Yes, about right.
Yeah, you're just seeing 4 cards on this one. Technical error. I guess we're gonna have a mystery 5th card.
Is that a yes? We don't have all the cards. Exactly.
Yeah, I guess based on these cards, it looks like number 4 Aviator has a straight.
Do have that mystery card though, so we don't
Yeah.
know exactly.
I'm done, dude. I'm done.
Based on his 4 cards, it looks like he has a straight and a straight. Aaron does have a set of aces, so he will be seeing a 5th Street.
Is this Big O? No. We're not doing Big O? No.
Booger's got a lot of pairs. He's in there. And Diego makes a good fold with his bottom set on the 8-5-4 deuce board. Neither board pairs up, so it looks like a straight, and a straight is good. Obviously, we don't know the 5th card. And if you've ever played bomb pots with me, you know how much I love a board pair.
For sure.
Oh, he's folding hold. I'm waiting for him.
Oh, I'm sorry. Cover your hands. Cover your hands.
Sorry.
Both cards.
What is it, 200?
235. Less than that. No, I only. Yeah, sorry. Straight. 8, and then 7. We're at the 9.
Yeah, 7 high straight, 9 high 7 6, 9 high straight. 8 high straight down below, 9 high straight up top.
Fuck that 7. What are you doing?
Looks like they're chopping this one up, so it must, Booger must have a straight
What do you have?
They're not. Mine
with his 5th card that we're not seeing.
also had 6-7 for
It must be a better straight. I'm trying to figure out what it would be.
Well, I'm gonna write down.
On the board, Victor. Yeah. Yeah.
Good night, Mike. What'd you have up to
It's all
top there?
downhill from there, Victor.
The 2 pair of
It's
stuff.
only a start. We're gonna get much better.
Do you think so? You think it's all uphill? Oh.
We said they weren't gonna hit, and 2 of them hit on the first one.
And which ones did they hit? The other ones.
Yeah.
Alright, so 10.
How much are trips? $20?
You hit any promos yet, Adam?
I-
Any high hands or the royal flush yet?
I did manage to make quads the other day. Hit one of the promos here at Red Star. I told the dealer I flopped a set of 5s. The promo of the day was quad 5s. Once I hit my set, we got it in a 3-way pot, and it was actually E was in that pot too. I don't know if he wants to be reminded of that, but he was. And I told the dealer, hey, put another 5 out there, and he got $50. And sure enough, she found that last 5 on the river. Quads of the day that day were 5s.
You've been giving it away pretty regular. It's a good promotion.
Yeah. Should have worn my tight pants.
80.
The white one?
80.
I'm still trying to hit the 4 of a kind in my hand and a PLO hand. It's been a struggle. I keep getting 3 of a kind. One of these days.
We've got a couple good starting hands here.
Yeah, that's mine. Sorry. Yeah, I would
Yeah,
like.
looks like we.
Pat 9.
If you would just set it on this table right there. Thanks a lot, man. Appreciate it.
And a convertible queen, if that's such a thingy.
Yeah, that's definitely a thing. And
Looks like he did break that queen and made a 10. And
that's probably going to get him in trouble.
I imagine it goes check, bet, call, but he could lead out here too. But with Spill padding behind, I imagine he checks and Spill bets. And the 10's got a.
And here goes
Probably
the
has to
number
call.
Value, 200.
I feel like these spots always get me in trouble, E.
Yeah, me too.
And he does call, and he's going to see the bad news.
9.
That's the third worst. No, second worst.
I mean, it's a pretty rough 10.
The bad 9.
So, unless you think it's just completely snowing, I don't know that I would call that 200 since he padded. But, you know, it's all a see, feel, and taste and touch. You have to make a decision on the moment by your opponent. Will take a swing at it sometime. Put my outside voice on. All right, we'll see what we can do about that.
Victor, would you order it again or no?
Not today, but I would.
No, I mean you don't.
Immediately, right now. Will you eat one more order?
Second dinner.
I thought your stomach was made of
I'm not
titanium.
sure Victor's even going to play a pot tonight. He seems to be folding every hand.
Yeah, you might want to talk about yours and E's battles you've had. Seems like he's kind of a nemesis of yours, or you really enjoy stacking Victor. I think we can all agree with that, but I've noticed you enjoy it more than others.
Well, his chips are hard to get, so you feel very gratified when you do get them.
Raise to 150. Fold, fold.
All right.
150.
Aaron might be going to go for a snow here. He's got 3 4s.
Yeah, it looks like a good snowing hand with 3 4s and a 5 in his hand. A lot of blockers to having good hands. I imagine Don will probably call and draw 1 to draw into a good 8. And it looks like Don pairs up, so it's Aaron. It'll probably work out when he bluffs this post draw, I guess.
Definitely going to bluff it. He's coming for it.
200.
And it's definitely going to work since Don has a pair of 8s. And takes it down. Nice play.
Is he commentating?
Yeah.
So we do have a house rule here.
E?
The first person to throw away their entire hand gets 6 cards in to replace. But only one person per hand can do that.
Richard, you gotta bring the keyboard in. Okay? I'll bring the guitar in. You bring the keyboard in.
Yeah. Also, we're playing 5-5 as the blinds, and you must come in for a minimum of 10. It is counted as a raise, and if someone straddles for 10, then you must come in for at least 20. So no matter what, you're always coming in for a raise, double whatever either the blinds are or the straddle is. And going back to a little bit of the book, it seems like some players tend to book better than others, and usually when you have a lot of high cards in your hand, you are looking for a book spot. You throw all 5 away and you get 6 cards, and obviously you play your best 5. Don seems like he's probably the best booker in the country.
He does seem to hit them, that's for sure.
Maybe 2 years ago?
And it's definitely very disguised when you do that.
I feel like that's straight flush. That's the one.
Okay, we got a good hand here. We got an 8.
We are only
Pat.
doing the trips and whatever.
Booger.
Okay.
He comes in for a bet. 40.
But during PLO, bomb pots only. Yeah.
I'm down to do it on the deuce.
No. That's
Too much.
Well, you get to choose.
C-date.
It looks like we got a mystery hand from Diego.
Oh, that's it? Oh,
See if it pops up here.
I got a pair of them good. I
Okay,
He was definitely going to draw one.
and he's gonna draw one to drawing dead.
Yeah, he's definitely drawing dead here, even if he hits.
Did I have a chance?
It's a 1, man. You got a 1.
There you go.
Wow,
You didn't have a chance.
that's-
I'm glad I didn't.
3 8s. Got him.
An 8? Yeah, I had a 9.
Pretty rare. I mean, in the last
Yeah, it looks funny, those signs.
the last 8 months, I've had it twice. Pat 7.
I think it's.
I've hit a 7 a few
Pay for
times.
it. The family.
Yeah?
Pretty rare.
The Menchaca family.
Yeah, and I might have played 50 hours or so of Deuce to 7. Never seen a Pat 7.
It used to be spelled 2 different
I
ways.
play
depending on where you
3 days a week, at least 10, 12 hours a day each time. It doesn't happen often.
M-A-N, now it's M-E-N.
Yeah.
I'm just looking in the background, E, and I see my 1-2 no limit tables full of action back there.
Are you salivating a little?
A little bit. I'll get back in the get back in the mix once the stream is done.
The stacks are building up. They'll be nice and juicy for you to come take out.
Oh, they always are here at the Red Star Social.
Nobody's more fit than.
Is that live 10?
Oh, okay. I was waiting for you to clarify that statement because
Bottle rocket.
I have a little bit of belly.
Don
Maybe
opened
we could
up.
both do a dual audition, Victor, you and me both.
Don opened for a
See
bet.
if we could make it happen.
No, I don't think I can wear a
Looks like Diego might.
A turtleneck? Yeah, but you can wear it. You can. I think we should do it. Could you imagine us with a Matthew McConaughey?
Yeah, some other promos he is running here at the Red Stars. Another one would be making a royal flush and hold 'em. Flopping a royal will get you 100 free hours, and if you turn a river it, you get 50 free hours. And I know a few people have hit that one.
We've had the flop one twice and the Turner River one 6 times since we've started.
That's insane. I would have taken the under on those numbers.
That's been 3 months.
Relinquish.
Got him.
There's also a promo in Deuce to 7 if you get a 7 high hand tied by another 7 high hand. Both players get 50 yards. That happened about 2 weeks ago between two of the players that are at the table now, Don and Yona. They each received 50 yards. In fact, I believe they're still playing on this free
I think
out.
that's his first one.
They wrote it while they're in school.
Yes, they both had number 3s.
91, I think.
You recall how big that pot was, he?
I mean, they were all in. I don't remember. Yeah, they had at least several.
I'm sure they both were counting their money and ready to go to Vegas. Little to know that they were just chopping.
Yes.
It's not. It's January, actually. We established.
Happy New
Happy
January.
January. Happy New January.
Yeah, this is January part 2.
We're celebrating by continuing with dry January.
I know.
Well, you can see all of us.
He's not
are.
going to play.
Yeah, dry New January.
Okay, we definitely got a starting here.
Oh, hello
He's
there.
got a Pat 10.
Good. How are you doing,
He comes in for
Mr.
a bet.
June?
That looks like a perfect 10.
Raised to 35. Yeah, it is a perfect 10. And we got another 10 by Victor, who's calling. Or did he raise? He called.
No, he 3-bet.
Oh, he did. He called.
And this would be really interesting to see how this gets played post-flop. Is would Aaron ever break this 10, being that it's a perfect 10? And once Aaron, I assume he will pat.
That's why you can only have like 1 or 2 shots for that.
He's first to act. So
The regular one is a lot better.
he does pat. Victor will probably break his 10.
Yeah, it looks like they're both patting. They both did pat, and now Aaron's leading.
Killian, how much can you bet?
Victor's definitely in trouble.
Looks like the bet's 175, and Victor's in the tank here.
You can push Diego off your chest.
Yeah. That's exactly.
And I couldn't fault him for calling.
It would be an amazing fold if he
Look at
folds
her.
here. He does have a fold in his range. He is capable of folding.
I'm talking nonsense.
Yeah, it is a pretty strong line from Aaron when he does just call the 3-bet and then pats and then leads into you. And after you patted behind. So it's definitely a decision here. I would assume with a lot of the better hands, he would have raised another, put in the 4-bet pre-flop or pre-draw.
I want the Mountain Dew. Have you seen that video?
Have you been Mountain Dew all your life?
It's one of the worst drinks you can
He's
drink.
thinking long and hard here.
Have you been Mountain Dew?
Yeah, I assume he would have called already, maybe with like a 10-7.
Really?
Yeah.
He calls and gets the bad news.
Oh, we call it. Perfect 10.
Yeah, the really tricky spots when you have pat hands versus pat hands.
Yeah, I just started drinking like a year or 2 ago.
I had a friend that was addicted to.
And the crazy thing about Deuce of 7, you don't have a lot of information. Not like Hold'em or Pilot in Omaha, where you have a lot of betting rounds pre-flop, on the flop, on the turn, on the river. Deuce of 7, you only have 2 betting rounds. Once before the draw, and then once after the draw. And then also you're not interacting with any community cards. So you're really just kind of having to, a lot of times, look up your opponent, look him in the eye, and figure out if he's got it or not. I mean, you get a little information based on, hey, did they draw any cards? And, what their betting tendencies are. But beyond that, you really don't get a lot of information.
Land of the free helmet Dew, man. Come
You have to play the player. You don't know the cards. Know nearly as much about the cards.
Home of the Dew.
They can make a lot of money.
Yeah, that's why this game is kind of one of the old school poker games where just when they say look your man in the eye and see if he's got it. That's kind of where this came from. A lot of these draw games, Deuce of 7 being one of them.
I'm gonna come pick up those theater goggles. I'll have to get his number.
We're on to it.
Poker opens, but we cannot tell what he has.
Just saying. It sounds like a pretty good idea. Land of the free home of the Dew.
We got a Pat Jack. Maybe a. What did he open? It was $60.
Jack 10's can't win this time. Can't win every time.
10.
What did you win?
Pat 10 against a Pat 10.
I like it too. I played like 10 polls on
I
it.
already won my allotted quota of Jack 10 from out of position.
Bonfire is saying.
It can all be yours, Charlie.
Oh, yeah, Queen 10?
What'd you say?
It can all be yours.
Do we got a YouTube chat or anything to look at, or is that?
At Golden Nugget.
Oh, downtown?
Yeah, birthday party or the birthday group was staying on Fremont Street at Golden Nugget. But we ended up spending most of our time at Circa.
We're talking about eat. That's the big thing.
With the
for
Circus
Tim.
Steakhouse.
Buy more, Will.
He planned it at the Circus Steakhouse, which was
How was it?
delicious. It was
It was good?
delicious.
My buddy's staying there this weekend, and we're probably going down there.
That sports book is the coolest sports book I've ever seen.
Yeah.
So far. I didn't even go
Huge,
outside.
dude.
It's massive.
Circa.
Circa. It's 2 stories.
I heard there's a new one that has the outdoor circa or outdoor sports bet and everything.
Yeah, I mean they have the pools. They're
They have
like
the pool
heated.
one.
Yeah.
Like it's
Oh,
all
maybe
year
that is
round.
circa, yeah.
Yeah.
But we didn't go out there. But in the inside, it was fantastic. I'd go there again in a heartbeat.
Looks like we're playing a double board bomb pot. And it's high. PLO high 5 card.
Somebody's telling us to tell Diego he's a mess. I don't know him well enough to really roast him, but I'll make sure to pass that message along.
Oh, I get a 7 when the first card just fucked it up.
Top board, each jack 3, all space.
Who we got?
Check. 70.
And I believe the 5 card high is kind of a new addition to Deuce of 7 within the last month or two.
Shit.
These guys really, they couldn't degen enough. They had to add that 5th card.
Give me that hand, Mike. We'll trade.
Was it a good one, Mike?
And I'm sure if they had enough cards, they would add a 6th or 7th.
Top board, 9 of hearts.
It's just me and Aviator, right? I'll check. I don't know, whatever that is.
Check. Quarters all in for quarters.
I call.
And call, no more F's.
Call.
Top board, 7 of clubs.
2 pair and you got a flush? And
10,
a queen? Oh, I lose.
10 high flush.
Yeah, it looks like Aviator's got a
I missed.
flush and trip queens in his scooping
Yep. Super.
versus Aaron's set of 3s.
Nice hand, dude.
Thank you. You got an 8, Mike?
That would have been spicy.
50, so 50. Yeah. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 250 right there. Ah, give me that hand. I'll give you this.
I'll take it.
Just like a consolation.
Shut up.
Yeah, it's like a kick in the balls. It's like, yeah, just teasing.
Give me 8 back, please. 7 back, please.
And just so you guys know, if you want to come out and play at Red Star, we're here at the corner of Burnett and 183. You want to talk a little bit about
We
since
open
you
at noon every day. If you come at noon, you got to be here no later than 5 minutes after 12. Your first 2 hours of play will be free. The action is really good. Usually by 3 o'clock or so, there are 2 tables. Mostly hold them in the daytime. If you want Deuce to 7, it's Mondays and Saturdays. Occasionally it'll pop up other times, but Mondays and Saturdays at 4 p.m. And Big O Deuce to 7 round around 7 o'clock on Thursdays. Big action, a lot of fun.
yeah, like I said, I play a lot of the 1-2 no limit games. Most of the time, it's going to be a $100 to $300 buy-in. This room is known for sometimes changing the game later at night, and it does become a match to stack. Sometimes one of the tables become match to stack. That is pretty unique to the Austin area, I would say. And like I said, the games have a lot of action no matter what. If you're in a $300 cap game or a match of stack game, you're going to find some action here at the Red Star.
Jenny, I like how you bring these
And
up.
yeah, this Saturday at what time is it at, Dustin? 6 p.m., 7 p.m.
4 p.m. Saturday.
4 p.m. on Saturday. Yours truly will be in the game, and we're playing 1-2 no limit, and it will be a match of stack game.
Should be a lot of fun.
I'm sorry, I should refer to him as.
Diego is open here.
Can't say it's a draw.
Aaron calls.
What did you get?
It looks like we got a Jack 9 versus a 96. It probably went, check bet, and then Aaron called with a Jack.
I'm telling you, I feel a straight flush in props. It's happening.
So E, I know you've been around the poker scene for a long time here in Austin. What's your favorite part about running this room for the last what was it, year and a half, or going on 2 years now?
My favorite part? I get to play poker every day. I mean, every day is a gamble.
It's a beautiful thing.
It's a wonderful thing. We got great people here. It's a lot of fun.
Ooh, the 8 would have been.
Yeah, it's really a family environment in here. It kind of has that home game feel. Very comfortable here. The staff is amazing. We got we got good food options nearby. It's conveniently located, central, north central Austin, and the games are good. You cannot go wrong here.
Focus on the game. Focus at the
I
moment.
can't focus on the
at the
game.
moment.
Yes, Shifu.
All I want to do is check my UFO Twitter feed right now, and I can't do it. It's killing me right now.
And this is probably both our first time commentating.
Yeah, I feel really nervous about it. to tell you the truth.
I'm not nervous. I just don't know what to say half the time.
To say or what to do.
Diego, I gotta tell you, there's something intriguing about you drinking Mountain Dew on ice in a cup like that.
So Don
Every time I
opened.
look at it, I'm just like,
And Victor called.
kind of, but do you think it's
Don's
going well
going to
with
draw
tequila?
one.
Phenomenal with white tequila. I don't know about the brown tequila. White
And it's
Hey,
like Victor
hey.
probably draw. Oh, is he taking? Someone's taking a book.
Victor took a book.
Interesting.
Which I disagree with. He's got a 9 and a 5 and a deuce in that hand.
Okay, fine.
And he's
There
look
we
for
go.
spots to book where I have all cards 10 or above.
I would tend to agree with that. I think it would be a decent draw, just do a 9, draw 2.
But that does sound like a good drink, tequila and Mountain Dew.
But Victor's the best, so can't argue with him, right?
And it's going to turn brown and yellow make ugly
Oh
brown.
my God, that's tough. Victor wins a lot, but
Brown and yellow, yeah.
Aaron's got the moves. Aaron puts you to the test on the regular.
That's the color of the Oregon basketball court that Victor likes to talk about.
It's on TV. It's on TV. How about that one?
Yeah, I've known Big E. You've ran it up in this game a few nights, that's for sure. Victor does tend to win a lot. Aaron's a very tough player to play against. I mean, this whole lineup is actually pretty good, and I really wouldn't want to go against any of them.
Don is the king of having a little short stack and then running it into a fortune. I've seen him run a little stack up many times.
I mean, a natural.
Diego's got his cowboy hat on. He kind of looks out of place there with Will's cowboy hat on.
Did they get some Red Star hats?
Are you a fan of Friends?
The show Friends? Never seen an episode in my life.
I was gonna say there's an episode in there.
It looks like Aaron would have a really good booking hand,
Fine fault other than
but he folds. It doesn't make sense to try to book the button.
so he
Pat Jack opened
not make judgments.
for 35.
But when I was a girl,
Aviator, we don't know what he has.
so the whole time he's thinking big hit, big hit. like that.
Whatever Aviator has, he is padding.
All he can think of is a big hit, big hit.
And now Booger's got to make a decision with his Jack High.
Like, because it's all like proportional. Like, you could have a small head and it could look big relative to everything else. Some people have like huge heads, but you'd never know because you're just and then like you hand them a hat and they're like they put it on like it's like a
You hit it straight.
putting a hat on a.
You know that would be to have like maybe 50-year-old.
Let me see that hat.
He was trying real
What
hard.
size head do you have?
So stop and he listens to all he can think of themselves. Big head.
How's your noggin, Mike? Are you a big? Oh, see that's
Looks like the cowboy hat's going
Mike's that
around.
guy. You'd never know. Mike has a big noggin. Apparently, Mike has a huge fucking noggin.
Everybody's getting a chance to wear it.
Loosely packed in there. Rattling around.
Yeah, Mike, that was shocking. I had no idea, Mike.
Got plenty. Got cushion.
Let me see how loose it is on me.
Oh, you put it on before. You looked like you were.
Yeah, you got a little pinky in there.
Need a layer of hair on there to
Got that
make it
bird brain.
fit a little better.
Yeah, I'm telling you.
Yeah, I think it fits best on Will. He's
I was trying to find a
fits him well,
the last time I was
and he's probably a truer Texan than most of these guys.
We've got an ace high, ace 8643 with Aaron, and Booger has pair of eights,
I guess I could wrap it around my head like
and
a turd.
Don three
Yeah, wrap
nines.
it around like a turd.
You know, it's just being passed around.
Aaron makes a pretty good hand, an 86,
Might be good luck.
What up, Apple?
and the other two guys,
You enlist?
Victor made a pair of sevens, and Booger made ace high. So it's going to be pretty tough to get some value with his 86, but he will bet and try. Yeah, it looks like he bet 150 and probably going to get two folds here.
No, there can only be 7.
We do 10 more minutes.
I always tell when Victor's stuck, he starts drawing two. When he's not stuck, it's all draw ones.
You know, you can always tell Victor's stuck when he's at the table, Lee. Because if he's not at the table, he's probably up a bunch. Outside, smoking his cigarettes. Although I heard he might have quit.
He quits at least twice a game. He quits
Around.
Move them like this out of the square.
What the other square?
But
What if I scan my
honestly,
your
sir,
your scanner?
You want to swap?
like that one is
Do
always
we swap?
I have an issue.
Straddle 10.
And,
straddle
last
out.
time I was thinking, I'll be like, I would do it.
I've been playing poker for 20 years with Victor,
But still do.
and he looks the same. He doesn't look like he's aged a day in 20 years.
We were all scanning them just fine. He had to go to the bathroom. That's why he came out. He just
I'm sorry that you have to go back 20 years with Victor. That's probably the worst part of that story.
Yeah.
I'm a little newer to the Austin scene. I've been here about 5 or 6 years.
Sensors. That's not going to slow the game down.
I find it mildly therapeutic.
Oh no.
Looks like Aaron's really enjoying that massage, and we do have a masseuse here at Red Star Social at least a few nights a week. Tonight it is Sophia, and she's one of the best.
Son of a gun. I won't book it. I was going to book it.
Looks like Diego had a pat 9.
Didn't get any action.
What a terrible
Straddle out.
straddle hand that was.
What was it?
Oh, that's not good enough. Gotta be like flush or better to hold and hold in the
He hit
7
a
deuce
straight. I
range.
hit a flush.
Yeah.
So
anyone
on
hit a-
Sundays, if you come out, wear a jersey, any jersey on Sundays, you get one
All right,
free
Victor,
hour. That's one of our
yeah.
promotions here at Red Star.
I think we're still on top. On props.
Should we do 2 ball
No, we don't need more of that.
Hey, partner. Okay, let's.
Yeah, I believe you have some
over there. Partner.
college